Tartlets, it's Deanna, and today I'm going to answer all of your questions. We're gonna do a Snapchat Q&A where you guys send in your questions and now I'm going to answer them. We can do these again. If you guys enjoy this, let me know in the comments down below and we could do more Snapchat Q&As. Let's get started. First question comes from VD2005 and they ask, what skincare products do you recommend for oily skin? I would definitely say our friction stick because that will help absorb some of the oil when you exfoliate your skin. And then for moisturizer, I would 100%, no matter what skin type you are, recommend our Drink of H2O Hydrating Boost Moisturizer. That works for oily skin types, dry skin types. I love it. It's so light and refreshing and it doesn't leave you with that greasy feel. So I 100% recommend that. Okay, next question from Anjali Kiala. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. She asks, if you weren't in the makeup industry, what would you want to do? That is a tough question. I used to want to be like a sports reporter on ESPN or something. But I also always wanted to be a teacher or work with kids in some way because I love kids. And yeah. AdventChar630 asks, what is your favorite workout? That's tough. I like to do circuit workouts like HIIT workouts, high intensity interval training. I also love, one of my favorite workouts or exercises is the plank. And then I also like to just go for a run, and it doesn't have to be a super competitive run, but just I like to run sometimes without even timing myself, just to kind of like let my stress go. It's a good stress reliever. The next question from Hayes Mom 11. She asks, what specific points on your face should you highlight and with what brushes? So I like to use a fan brush when I'm highlighting, and I like to highlight the high points of my face. So like my cheekbone, the top of my cheekbone, down the bridge of my nose, my tip of my nose, my cupid's bow. And one of my favorite things to highlight is actually my collarbones. I feel like those just pop when you add a little highlight to them. This next question comes from Disney for Real, and I may have been biased and just picked this question because it has Disney in their name. But they ask, if you had to pick 4 lip products or colors from Tarte, what would they be? I'm going to tell you that for sure number 1, Color Splash lipstick in the shade Salt Life. That is my favorite lip color of all time. My second favorite, I also love our lip sculptor in the shade Kind, and I also love the shade Sass, so that's 3. And then 4th, I'm gonna change it up and I'm gonna go with our lip quench in the shade Nude because I also love that. Kylie Nicole 2003 asks, I have really dark circles. Are there any products you recommend to help with them? Shape Tape. 100% Shape Tape is the best concealer for concealing dark circles, and I 100% recommend that. Also, just to treat your under eyes, try our Maracuja Sea Brighter under eye treatment. Alexis Sierra 753 says, hey Deanna, when did you start working for Tarte and how did you start? Love you. First of all, love you too. And I started working for Tarte in March of 2014, so I'm coming up on 4 years, which is so crazy. I can't believe it's been 4 years here. And when I started working at Tarte, I was actually doing public relations, so I was in PR. And then PR, we kind of just evolved into a social media team, and now I'm here. But I've loved my time here at Tarte, and I really feel like some of the people that I've made friends with, my coworkers, we all really treat each other like family because we spend so much time together. So yeah, it's really special. This is a personal question, but I'm gonna answer it. Cleo P1234 asks, do you have kids or do you plan on having kids? I do not have kids yet, but yes, my husband and I do plan on having children sometime in the future. Like I said, love children, so does my husband, so we're planning on having children. And you guys will know when that time comes. Another personal question that also has to do with children. So Josefina Estol asks, what was your favorite part about your wedding? Also, do you and Mark want to have kids? Love you, Deanna. Love you too. So my favorite part about my wedding was the fact that all of my loved ones were in one place, and it was really humbling that they all came for Mark and me. So that was probably my favorite part. But yeah, the whole day was just like totally a whirlwind, and it's really true what they say to savor every minute of your wedding day, because it goes by so quickly. Because let me tell you, it went by so quickly. And when people tell you that before your wedding, you're like, ah, yeah, maybe, you know, but when you're in it, it's like it really does fly by. So I remember thinking, like, prior to our wedding, I was like, Mark, we have to like take a moment when we're eating dinner and just soak it all in, because that was a moment that I knew we would never get back. So we did. It was crazy, but we at one point just looked at each other and we were like, take it all in. This is the best day of our lives thus far. So it was really special. And to answer your question also, we are planning on having kids. So okay, Warshia 5 has multiple questions and I will answer them all. So she asks, how old are you? I am 27. How did you meet Mark? I met Mark in college. We both went to Mount St. Mary's in Maryland. I played on the soccer team and he played on the lacrosse team. The next question is, how many brothers and sisters do you have? I have one older sister named Donna and one younger brother named Johnny. So Caitlin Grimes asks, what is your favorite Tarte palette? And actually a lot of people have asked that question. My favorite Tarte palette, I would have to say, would be Tartelette in Bloom. That's just a palette that I literally find myself gravitating towards almost every single day. It has everything I need in that palette to do a neutral look, to do a smoky eye, or to just glam it up. So Tartelette in Bloom is probably my favorite. Sam Cass 0428 has a fun one. They ask, which power would you rather have? The power to read minds or invisibility? And I would definitely go with invisibility, because power to read minds could be tricky. I might not want to know what some people are thinking, so I would go with invisibility. Okay, so many people are asking what my favorite Tarte lip product of all time is, and you guys know this. I'm gonna say it again. Color Splash lipstick in the shade Salt Life. Cannot live without it. All right, this question comes from Jessie Rose 48. What makeup by Tarte can I wear to the gym? So Jessie, check out our athleisure collection, because we have tons of products that are awesome for the gym. I personally love our lifted mascara. It's sweat proof and it just, you know, it's a black brown shade, so it doesn't look like you're trying too hard. I feel like it's more natural. And I also love our vegan deodorant, our Clean Queen vegan deodorant. That's a must. But in terms of makeup that you want to wear on your face, I definitely would also recommend our Brighter Days Highlighting Moisturizer, our Tarte Guard 20 Tinted Moisturizer, because that's going to actually give you subtle coverage, but also it has SPF in it. So I highly recommend that product. And then I love to use our Lip Quench also when I'm at the gym. All right, last question, and this is kind of a deep question. This one comes from Nicole Belenge 1, and she asks, what is your #1 life goal? I think that's a really hard question. I don't think I have just one goal that I set for myself, but I think in general, I'd love to just make a difference in the world, and that's very broad in general, but even if it means, you know, helping one person or making a difference in one person's life, I think that's really important. You know, I think at the end of the day, I'd like to make a positive impact on someone's life, and whether that's, you know, my husband's life, my family's life, my friend's life, or someone I've not even met yet. I just hope that I can impact someone's life in a positive way. All right, so that wraps up our Snapchat Q&A. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to do this again. I had so much fun doing this, so I hope you guys want to do it again. Until next time, Tartelets, I'll see you later.